Oh yes, you are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. And today is 22 February 2026. In today's talk, we go into deep about concerning the bill presented to Congress House by Moore on concerning about the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. So Moore, he have come out by himself to talk about the bill and to explain what is there and how it is affecting the Nigerian government, that is why they are not really happy with what is going on, because they don't want that bill to present in the Congress House. And also our Biafran activist who is going to explain a lot concerning the issue about that bill and what is really going on in the bill. So according to the headline, says Tinubu in trouble as US Congress targets Nigerian ahead of 2027 election concerning the bill on religious war going on in Nigeria. So this bill they are looking on, the way it is affecting them is that Tinubu himself, they are afraid of 2027 election, not to lose the election, and the issue of Kwankwaso and the likes of them. So they are afraid of, they don't know what next the US government may do. As you can see, some of the people they have already sanctioned, which is Kwankwaso is among of them, and there's some of the northern group, they are among of them. Both these Fulani militia and their leaders, they are there. So that bill is in fact is affecting the government a lot. And that is why they don't even know what they are doing. And the issue of paying the lobbyists in US for them to close everything concerning what is going on in Nigeria, it is something that is giving them headache. And as it is now, they have no place to hide their head and they have no place to run to. So the bill must go on, and they must see what is there and they must pass it to law, so that all those people that is keep on buying Christian here and there and the government will not do anything. At least whenever they do anything like this, so the government will be the one that will face the wrath of the American. So that is why they don't want that bill to pass. And any government that is on power and allow it to pass means that the government himself, anything that he is doing, they will be monitoring him. That is why Tinubu is afraid of that bill. So I would like you to watch the video to the end for you to understand and see what things going on in Nigeria. As you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it to go and let others see what is really going on in Nigeria.
Yeah, we have about a minute or left, but I know you recently introduced a new bill, and it has to do with Nigeria. Tell us about the importance of this.
Well, this bill, what's really important aspect of it is it's focusing on looking at some of the bad actors there, specifically the Fulani, this Islamic group that's been going around terrorizing Christians within Nigeria, and giving the administration the ability to sanction those individuals and then also report back to Congress on it. As you know, the president has been very focused on protecting Christian populations in Nigeria that are suffering persecution at a scale which has never really been seen on the continent of Africa as it relates to Christians specifically. So this bill is going to further empower the administration, give them more tools, and really put the pressure on these Islamic radical terrorists that are murdering Christians for their faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So this is a really big deal.
It really is, and thank you for what you do. We appreciate it, Congressman Riley Moore. I wish we had more time. I always appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks so much.
That was Riley Moore, one of the co-authors of the Nigeria Religious Freedom and Accountability Act of 2026, explaining that the act is a tool to deal with the bad actors, as he put it, to identify and deal with the bad actors. Now, that bill is so comprehensive that it's not just about dealing with the bad actors. And who are the bad actors he was talking about? They are the Meetiala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, the Meetiala Kautahore Fulani ethnic militia, itemized in the bill, and then Rabi Musa Kwankwaso. But that was not all. That bill is made, when passed into law, will continue to be used to assess the Nigerian government by the American government. And that means that whether it is a Democrat that is president or whether it's a Republican that is president, this bill, this law, when passed, is going to hold every administration in America accountable. And they are, because most of the things that they are demanding that they should do, that should be done, the Congress is demanding that the Secretary of State report to them what they have done annually to stop Christian persecution in Nigeria. So it will become an obligation. So that's why Riley Moore said that this is a tool that we have provided for the administration, that's the administration of Donald Trump, to be able to deal with the bad actors and those who enable these bad actors. And that is where President Bola Tinubu is going to enter into challenges. And that is also where you are going to see that it will take a long while before Nigeria will be removed from the list of countries of particular concern. Now, one of the things that this bill wants is that annually the Secretary of State will be given a lowdown of what the American government is doing to stop Christian persecution in Nigeria and what the Nigerian government is doing. And this bill has itemized what they expect the Nigerian government to do. When the Nigerian government is like a bucket list of things that Nigerian government is expected to do. Okay, when they do it, you tick for them. When they have not done it, you remind them that they have not done it. So that is exactly one of the key takeaways of this law. It has put Nigerian government, whether it is Tinubu government or any other government that will come in 2027, that government will continue to be under the radar of the United States government on the issue of Christian persecution in line with this law. For instance, the bill expected the U.S. Secretary of State to issue reports annually, as I told you, issue a report. Like, for instance, an assessment of Nigeria's compliance with the International Religious Freedom Act, which was an act of the U.S. Congress, including specific action taken or not taken by the government of Nigeria to prevent persecution, prosecute perpetrators, repeal blasphemy laws. Okay, repeal blasphemy laws. So one of the responsibilities that this law will do is to compel the Nigerian government to repeal the blasphemy laws. And you know that is a big ask, because the blasphemy laws are being practiced in the 12 Sharia states in Nigeria. Now, that is a very sensitive ask for a president to do, especially a president that is well aware of the number of votes he has harvested from that part of the country, at least INEC allocated vote from that part of the country that they use to push him across the line. So you can see that this is a very big ask, because Tinubu, this bill will compel Tinubu, this bill will compel the president of Nigeria to work and ensure the repeal of blasphemy laws, protect vulnerable communities, and facilitate safe return of internally displaced persons. Now, you can look, see, if the government of Nigeria is sincere, if they can be able to secure the ancestral lands of the people that were displaced, they can be able to return them. But part of the problem in Nigeria is that the Nigerian government has failed woefully in returning people that were displaced to their ancestral lands. And these things are very common in places like Plateau State, Benue State, and several other states like that. Okay, so that is a big, that is a big challenge, but that one can easily be addressed if the Nigerian government is serious. But this time around, the Benue people, the Plateau people, the Southern Kaduna people, the Taraba people, the Adamawa people, all those who have been victims in all these sacking of communities and their lands taken by strangers who occupy them by force. All these challenges, these are challenges that could be easily addressed with a political, if you have the political will to be able to do it. The Nigerian government has not been able to do it. Now, what is going to happen is this: if Nigerian government fail to return the IDPs based on this bill, if the Nigerian government fail to return the IDPs to their ancestral homes, then Nigerian government will be culpable. Nigerian government will be held accountable by this law. American government will hold Nigeria accountable for not returning these people to their ancestral home. Now you can see that the suffering people of the Middle Belt who have been displaced from their homes will now have a situation whereby they are not only looking for their representatives in the National Assembly who have failed woefully to be able to force the government of Abuja, the government in Abuja, to do the needful. Now the Secretary of State of the United States will report to the Congress what the government of America has done to Nigeria for not being able to return the IDPs to their ancestral homes. So you can, that is why it is called the Nigerian Religious Freedom Accountability. This accountability is two-way. United States government has, by this law, will be imposed holding Nigerian government accountable. So the Congress, by passing this law, will require the Secretary of State to come and report to them what Tinubu is doing to stop blasphemy law in Nigeria. And you know that Tinubu is scared of touching that area. It's an area that is so sensitive that it's not likely to venture into it. Because one, these Sharia states are claiming that Nigeria is a federation and that the Sharia legal system is their state law and not a national law, but that is their religious obligation to have it. But the Americans are saying, if it is your religious obligation, why are you subjecting Christians to it? And they listed Christians that have been killed as a result of blasphemy law. So is this bill, while everybody is talking about that they mention Kwankwaso and Metiala, is also a bill that is going to hold Tinubu accountable for blasphemy law operation in Nigeria. How is he going to handle it? Okay, how is he going to handle it? Because whether you like it or not, the reason Kwankwaso is there is because of Sharia law and blasphemy law. And the Nigerian government is expected to repeal the blasphemy laws. And Nigerian government in Abuja cannot do it without the cooperation of the 12 Sharia states in the north. How is that going to be possible? How do you think that Tinubu could be able to persuade the 12 Sharia states to be able to repeal the blasphemy law? It's a very big challenge for Tinubu. And because he cannot be able to do it, from my observation, because already the core northern states that are Sharia states, groups from those states are already warning against any attempt to water down the Sharia legal system or Sharia law in their region. So with that being the case, it means that Nigeria for a long time, when this law is passed, Nigeria for a long time will continue to remain a country of particular concern. And that will make, when this law is also passed, it will make it difficult for any subsequent president in America, like a democratic president, to just remove Nigeria the way Biden did after Trump put Nigeria in a country of particular concern list. So that's why this Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act is very big, and Riley Moore is hailing it because it has given a tool for America to monitor Nigeria, and it has also given a tool to Nigerian government to know what to do. And one of the things that Nigerian government is expected to do is to repeal the blasphemy laws, protect vulnerable communities, and most importantly, safe return of internally displaced persons. Now, under this accountability, the Secretary of State is also expected to investigate whether Nigerian government is taking appropriate steps to cease enforcement of blasphemy laws, and to look instances of non-Muslims, Muslims, and dissenters being subjected to Sharia law or blasphemy laws. So you look at all this, and also this law is going to help in identification of individuals and entities sanctions or under consideration for sanctions under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, or the entities of particular concern list. And now also the law is going to even the military supply to Nigeria. This law is going to take account of it, take into it. Now, if they want to sell military weapon to Nigeria, it will be, according to this law, it will be supervised to ensure that it's not going to be used in such a way that it will be used to harm and facilitate persecution of Christians or other vulnerable groups in Nigeria. So this is a very big accountability bill that will keep President Bola Tinubu on his toes in the remaining part of his administration. And how he navigates through it remains to be seen. There are other some of these things he's trying to maneuver his way. He has accepted the Americans being around, the troops and everything else and all that. He has been playing along with them. And when you see their body language, you know that Tinubu himself and the administration, they are not happy. They're not happy about the role America is playing, but it's just something they cannot do anything about it. Now, they are going to be monitored much more closely with this law, because this law has given a tool to Donald Trump. It has also given a tool to Nigeria what he should do. So this Nigeria can look at this law as a bucket list of things they have to do so as to be removed from the country of particular concern, and for America to be okay with what they are doing. But if it is not done, no matter the amount of money the Nigerian government is spending to lobby people, to lobby the lobbyist companies in America, they are not going to change anything in Washington. What will change things in Washington is for Tinubu to look at this bill and pick out all the things that the Secretary of State will be reporting about Nigeria to the Congress. Okay? From time to time, the Congress will summon them, Secretary of State, and say, what have you done about the protection of Christians in Nigeria, holding Nigerian government accountable for the lives of Christians and other religious minorities in Nigeria? I don't know what you think about this development. What is your view about these things that are expected for Tinubu administration to do? What are the things that you think would be easier for him to do? The one that could be easier for him to do is to go to Benue State, go to Plateau State, go to all those states that they displace people, go and flush out those who displace them and return their people to their ancestral homes, rebuild their homes, and collaborate with NGOs, faith-based NGOs, and supply humanitarian supplies to them. But the big ask is for him to ensure the repeal of blasphemy laws. How can Tinubu do it? If you're a supporter of Tinubu, advise him the way forward on this issue. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell.
Oh yes, these are our activists. He have explained it all. And then also Moore, he have also explained it the way it's supposed to be. No wonder the Nigerian government, they are afraid of passing that bill. They are afraid of what is going on in Nigeria. They are afraid of what American is doing in the Congress House. No wonder. No wonder he's trying to pay the lobbyists in America 900 million. In fact, he's paying him 900 million US dollar for them to close everything concerning the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, and then the ill treatment against the people of his own country. And this issue of 2027 election, no wonder they are afraid of it, because you don't know what may happen. You don't know what may happen. According to what he read out and everything, and he read out concerning returning the people back to their homes, this is a very critical issue here. You need to return the people back to their home if he claimed that it is just ordinary farmers' header clashes. Because once these things happen, they will claim that It is ordinary header farmer clash. Then they will not point out what's the main points. They will not tell the world what is going on. They will keep on painting. And the people that is terrorizing people, they are there looking at them. The government are there sponsoring them, looking at them everywhere. Because you cannot tell me that how can a group of people arrange themselves in motorbike, both in motor, enter into a community, start buying people everywhere. No soldier, no police, nobody will speak. The few people who try to defend themselves, the next thing the government will do, they will arrest them and detain them. So at the end, they will tell you that they don't know what is going on in the country. They know everything concerning the issue that is happening. And then the money you need to use to rebuild the home of those people, now you are now using it to bribe the Washington for them to close everything, claiming that what happens to Christian also happened to Muslim. If it is so, then does it mean that everybody need to wipe out in the nation because of it is the same thing that is happening to Christian, it is also happening to the Muslim. So it is out of points. Once you are listening to all those people broadcasting or talking, they will be talking as if that people that is living in the country, they don't even know anything. It's just animal that is living in the country. And what they'll know is how they are going to secure their political power, their political post. That is what is the only thing they know about. Then the people that is talking about the injustice going on in the country, they will be chasing them up and down. So this bill, we hope and we pray it will come to light, and then they will pass it. They will finally pass it so that any government that is in power, at least they will hold the government accountable of what is really going on in the country. So coming down to the targeting the bad ones they are talking about here is those one that is sponsoring them. They know their self. They know their self. People that is sponsoring all those terrorists. They know their self from the government concerning the issue of people called how can the military leave a post where they are securing students. After some minutes, the terrorists barged in and kidnapped people, kidnapped both teacher, both students, and gone into the bush. Till today, nobody have find and nobody have issue a statement. Look at the people that make that call that the soldiers or the military, they should leave their post, their securing post till date, and they would be telling you that they don't know who is sponsoring those people. So they are the bad target, the bad ones that the Ramos talk about that they are chasing. And then the bad ones, there are those one that is in government, there are those one that is outside, and there are those one that is their foot soldier that is working for those one that is in the government. Because before you have any information concerning how to go on attack, there must be people that will be giving you information. If there is no any crucial information, you that want to attack people, you will not even know how to attack them. And those ones are the bad ones they are talking about. That means the bad ones, they need to fish them out. And the government, their responsibility is to make sure that they fish those bad ones out. But this bill will hold them. And then if they did not do it, at least the government of Tinubu, they will hold him accountable of what. And if he finish his election, his tenure, without stopping all those things, already they know what may happen to him. He has already know what will happen to him. That is why he's fighting every means for the bill not to pass through the US Congress. That is why he's fighting. He's doing every means for the bill not to pass. And the issue of holding the government accountable about, and the issue of holding them about this their issue of Islamic law. You know, the main problem we are facing in the country is they will claim jihadists, their Islamic law. Their Islamic law is number one thing this country is facing. How can you are a Muslim and you will be judging somebody that is not a Muslim with your law, with the law that they did not even know if he exists or if he did not exist? Then you will now use your law to judge a person that is a Christian. We don't understand. Just that, for instance, now you go to North, like now they are doing their Ramadan and fasting, you will see somebody that is eating beside them. Then the person will have committed a big crime, or before you know, they'll start chasing you. If care is not taken, they will even kill you on that process. And this has happened many times, and the government will not do anything. After everything, they will close that chapter and they will tell you that they are on it. They are going to bring those people on the book. So the book of Nigeria, the book they don't used to in fact to finish. Every day they are going to bring people to book every day. So this bill they are now passing is mostly on that issue of Sharia, because they are looking onto that Sharia, that they are using that Sharia to destroy many things and to buy many people in Nigeria. In fact, it's a lot to say. We pray and we believe that everything they are planning and everything they are thinking of, it will come to light. It will come to the goodwill of the Christianity in Nigeria, and also those that is not Christianity, because if you come to Nigeria, they have a lot of religion there. They have Christianity, they have traditionalists, they have Islamists, which is the region that is attacking everybody, left, right, and center. So, but other region that is in the country, they are just within themselves. But you come to the Islam, you just like as if the Islam they have already taken over everywhere, claiming that they give them Nigeria as their father property. Well, I would like to hear your comment down below. What do you think about the whole thing going on in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and make sure you share it to go and let others see and see what is going on in the country. Thank you for watching.